legends. Now, for a guy who is dealing with Governor Abbott's power grid, he is my guy, Tone. Holy cow, what a fiasco behind the scenes. I knew you know.
Who you telling, man?
You've been on a treadmill.
Man, I got my stress ball here. I'm just trying to survive. That's all.
Holy cow, man. Hey, let me ask you this. Speaking of that, that's funny you should say that. You know, you seem really calm when you're doing the show with Rob. And then you come on with me, man. I don't know, man. Do I fire you up?
You know what it is? It's so funny. People don't see. I keep my stress ball nearby, like when I start my day off. You know, it's like a fuse, right? You light it, and then you know it's going. And like I get excited with Rob. I get very excited, and I'm very critical to Philadelphia Eagles, man. But you know, I gotta find a way to just keep the stress level low, stay in Zen mode, and just keep the stress ball nearby, because this is what the Philadelphia Eagles do to you over the past 30 days. They have you out of sorts, and they haven't won a game in all of December. So far, the holidays have been pretty shitty. So this is where we are.
What about the damage that this organization has done with the locker room over the last 10 days? What impact do you think it's had?
That's a good angle, man. You know, for me, I look at it like this. If I work for any company, right, and I see dysfunction at the top, immediately respect is questioned. Respect can be lost. Trust can be questioned. Trust can be lost. So I can only imagine what's going on with the Philadelphia Eagles. I can only imagine what's going on in that locker room. They see Nick Sirianni come out on Monday. Oh, Sean Desai is my guy. We believe in every guy in this building. You know, no changes are coming. Wednesday comes, or Thursday, or, well, Sunday for us, Wednesday for them. All of a sudden, yeah, Sean's he's being demoted. Matt Patricia's taking over the defense, you guys. Wait, coach, hold on, time's out. You just said this, but this is happening. So whose decision was it? Was it yours, or was it up tops? Who should I trust here? Who should I believe? So now, in my opinion, I think Nick Sirianni's credibility has been compromised because of what happened this past week. He made himself look like an ass.
How about this, Tone? If they really did, and he really did, I can't believe that another man would do this to a coach that's on your coaching staff.
He did it to
Wait a minute.
Doug.
He sent him out.
He did it to Doug. He did it to Doug.
I'm talking Nick.
I know, but
Nick really sent him out on Tuesday, and Desai knew full well. I don't believe that.
I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe it either.
No coach in his right mind could keep the credibility with players in their locker room when you're lying and embarrassing. You're all in this together.
Which tells you what?
It's not you're here, you're in one boat rowing in the same direction. Mm-hmm. It seems to me that the Eagles have different sections of the boat, and they have a class organ. It's more by class. The analytics team, the coach, the GM's room, the analytics team, the coaching staff, the players. It just seems that it's a class situation where you have an environment that this is first class, this is second class, this is third class. Mm-hmm. Instead of having a team, let me give you something here. When Jimmy Johnson got into Dallas, they used to have all these cubicles, and it was funny. Jimmy goes, fuck that. He got a circle so everyone could look each other in the eye and see each other and look each other and hold each other accountable so everyone can look each other in the face. He didn't want sharp corners. He wanted everyone looking at everyone going, we're in this bitch together here. And to me, it just seems that there's certain islands that everyone's on here. Did you really send Sean Desai out. You know, I woke up really early this morning because I heard John say they knew Tuesday. So you sent a man out there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, lying to the media, making sure the players all lied. You had the players lying, you had the coaching staff lying, you had the PR department lying, you had everyone lying to every human being they possibly could when you drop that egg on Sunday. If that's the case, you'll be 4-11-1 or 5-11-1 in 3 years again. You can't run an organization if you can't trust it.
The greatest ruse ever told. You know, it's when you think about it from that perspective, right? Because, you know, I mean, they are saying that they knew on Tuesday or whatever.
Jesus Christ. Tone,
but
you
hear me out,
fired
right?
a guy on Tuesday and made him go out there
And talk on
and then you
Wednesday.
put him in the booth Monday.
Right. So that begs the question, right? Because remember Monday, Nick said, you know, we trust this guy. Remember, he said that on Monday. So that begs the question: if Nick really meant what he said on Monday, did this decision come from above him? Was this Nick's decision?
No.
And it couldn't have been, because in my mind,
I think they did make the decision without Nick knowing.
Yeah, I think they made the decision without him.
Yeah.
And then they brought him in and said, this is what's going to happen.
And they brought him in on Wednesday.
Because
that's why the padded practice on Thursday.
Mhm.
And that's why they went. Remember, hey, Tone, me and you were going back and forth, and I'm going, man, that was really odd with the practice. And you're like, Sills, they run the fumble drills. I go, okay, but they really made an emphasis out of that to really make a ruse where you would go like all of a sudden. I think they can lie to you now, truthfully, in a way. Two lies can be true here. Check it out. Did they know Tuesday? Howie and Jeffrey knew Tuesday. Siri, because remember how he answers? Yeah, we knew Tuesday. We? Okay. I guess you could throw yourself in there, we. Unless you're talking French.
Yeah,
I know what you mean now.
Yeah, yep. You're a we guy, a we man.
Yeah.
A yes man, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, we. And
he didn't fight for his coach.
The fact of the matter is, listen, he couldn't have. You want to know why?
Couldn't have.
Because he has no real
authority.
He has no real authority. He has no real skin in the game. How can he?
He can't.
How can he? He knows the deal in Philadelphia. You want to work here? You better shut up and dribble. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what? I look at it like this, right? Again, let's say Nick Sirianni meant what he said on Monday. This is the guy I'm rolling with.
And I believe.
And then all of a sudden he gets a call upstairs. Hey, listen, this me and Jeffrey talked about this. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
And let's just say Nick said, "Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I still believe in what this guy's doing. Yeah, but this is what we want to do."
Yeah.
So maybe he didn't fight for him, but maybe he like, wait, hold on. You guys sent me.
No, Nick fought for himself. Because he didn't want the impression to look bad that he didn't have authority. And what they didn't want is that they didn't want to have a coach look like that he didn't have authority.
But that was already done. That was already what they don't realize. We already saw that by how the week played out.
Let me give you an example of why that is so, where the organization controls everything.
And trying so hard not to make him look like he had no authority or make him look like he had authority. It made him look like it made him look worse. It made him look worse. You coming out on Monday saying one thing, and then the entire result ends up being another thing.
So when did you find out Landon Dickerson was going to have surgery?
Exactly. This shit is a hot mess.
When did you find out? Today? I did. That's when I found out.
No, this morning. It came out today.
Okay.
It came out today. And the moment I saw it, I was like, of course.
So wait. You knew he had the injury on Sunday because they were preparing for the surgery. For him to have the surgery, okay? And you know who broke it? Graziano up in New York broke it. A national guy for ESPN.
Once again.
Perception.
Perception is everything. Everything. I try to tell people yesterday. We rubbed some people the wrong way with our previous topic, remember? But people need to realize these are multi-billion-dollar organizations. Perception means more to them than money sometimes. Understand that. A company would risk it all for their reputation. Think about that. So again, when it comes to Sean Desai, he's still in the building because they don't want to and we'll leave it
What,
there.
have any different type of picket signs out front of the NovaCare Center? Well, hey, some of those picket signs wouldn't be reading "Run the ball."
They wouldn't be reading "Run the ball." They would not be reading "Run the ball," man.
Tell I saw someone in the chat. I can't remember who. They go like this. You're still talking about this? I'm gonna go. Do you know how important?
Do people not understand?
Do you know how important something like this is in the grand scheme of things on how you
want to know why they don't want to? You want to know why some people don't want to have these conversations because they don't want to look at their organization like a business. They want to look at their football team as a college team, right? They want like this is not college football where it's nothing but passion and nothing but just love for the game and
bench the corner. Can't bench the corner, man.
The old college try. This is not college ball.
These bench the corner.
These are corporations.
You're not benching anybody.
These are multi-billion-dollar corporations. This is more than just a game. You feel what I'm saying? So people don't want to look at their team like that. And prior to me, it's so funny when I first started doing this media thing, even in college, my experience has shifted the way I looked at companies, organizations, sports, and it made me understand that, hold on, wait, this isn't just a kid's game. It's billions of dollars involved. It's some heavy hitters in this thing. And I never looked at the Philadelphia Eagles as just a football team ever again. Now, do I love the team? Of course, I root for them all the time. But since learning about the sports industry and media in and of itself since college, and when coming out of it and start my own podcast, all that kind of stuff, and coming to JAKIB Sports, all that kind of stuff, you learn and you understand that, oh, this is bigger than just first down, second down, third down, touchdown.
Let me ask you something.
This is bigger than that.
Do you think they build Lincoln Financial for 10 football games a year?
Fuck no. They build, you know what they build it for? They build it for when Taylor Swift comes to town, Beyonce. They build it for whenever they have those conventions. You know what I mean? Like, listen, you think
for personal wealth.
Exactly.
It enhances the personal wealth of Jeffrey Lurie so much because of the stadium now. Their wealth enhancement programs. And get this, it's more important for the owners to make sure that they have dates covered for that stadium.
Exactly.
Because it's a wealth enhancement program.
Still, listen to this.
Backs of the fans and also those ridiculous PSLs that you guys were forced to buy back in the day. You don't really think it's about 4 preseason games and 8 NFL home games that you guys gave Jeffrey Lurie Lincoln Financial. Listen, it was about increasing his wealth.
It's not called Eagles Stadium or Eagles Field. It's called Lincoln Financial.
I tell him, do you get your check every month from Lincoln Financial for
it's a bank
tickets?
Say it again.
Do you get a check in the mail from Lincoln Financial because you helped pay the taxes for Jeffrey Lurie and he has now a title sponsor on the building? Do you get any free parking or anything? I'm just curious.
Have you ever seen a polar bear driving a Ferrari?
I was just checking.
Hell no.
Hey.
So again, it's called Lincoln Financial Field, not Philadelphia Eagles Field. They are a mother effing bank. Okay?
That's right.
So people need to understand.
That's why perception,
perception
can't look
is
at
everything.
that organization. You can't have them look poorly in the community. You have to have them look like pillars of strength.
Yes.
And leadership. Okay? That's the number one thing that you have to have in that building. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
How much time do you think that, I expanded your question. You go, how much time does Nick Sirianni have as a head coach? How much time do you think your boy has?
Jalen Hurts? That's a hell of a question. For me personally, I think he has to. I think he has until the length of that contract,
which is 3 years. They can bail on it in 3.
Oh, you're talking about when the money runs out, right?
Yeah.
So, hey, there we go. Because that's pretty much what the length of a contract is. Once the guarantee money goes away, it's kind of where Dak is right now. After this season, the guarantee money goes away.
Yep.
So again, when the guarantee money goes away, now they have a decision to make. And what is you said it's what 3-4 years, something like that? 3 years?
Well, yeah, he signed a 3-year contract. So
Yeah, and it starts.
It starts March 17th of 2024. 4, 5, 6 will be the years that he has on that, and then it'll be the off season of 7. And here, just why people go like this. Well, that'll never happen. Well, I didn't think Andy. I didn't think Wentz. I didn't think you fired Desai. I didn't think this or that. Hey, don't think they're not capable. They're capable of anything in that building.
Anything. So again, like, listen, they're capable of firing someone and then making him watch his replacement in the press box. They're capable of doing that. So again, like, to your point though, how long do I think Hurts has left? I think he has to the length of the contract, but I also think he has until he gets fed up with the way things are done. You know what I mean? So again, that's probably the length of the contract.
You're hoping things get better.
I have no choice but to hope that. I'm still an Eagles fan.
With Jeffrey Lurie's son running the analytics department.
I don't trust anybody named Julian.
Yeah, it's a good point. Hey, by the way, what did BG say something happened after the bye?
I don't know. What did he say?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You're gonna have to reference something here.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody got to fill me in on that.
Tone, doesn't it shock you? So the owner's kid, which is nepotism, runs a department that Howie Roseman leans on heavily. So get this. After Doug got fired, Julian Lurie, he parachutes into the head of the analytics department.
Did you hear what Nick said?
Hire a lapdog coach. Oh my God. Hey. No way.
Nick is unraveling, you guys. He's unraveling. I didn't see the whole press conference, but did you see little clips of his press conference today?
No.
Oh man, he's unraveling. Listen to this. He says, make no mistake about it. This offense is being run and this is my problem exactly. Listen to this. He says, make no mistake about it. This offense is being run the exact same way as it was last year and the year before. This is my offense. It's my offense. The criticism unfairly goes to Brian. He calls the plays. The criticism should go to me. This is my offense.
He doesn't know what he's just done.
He's unraveling.
Buried himself.
He's unraveling.
He buried himself. He buried it. Now, get this. Oh, really?
He's unraveling.
Really? Okay.
He's unraveling.
Dude. He's actually embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for him. With a coach with a record like that, get this. Adversity now shows your true colors. And in the adversity, when it finally hit, he's the 2-5 guy. He just got dressed up because a really good play caller saved his career. Shane Steichen and Jalen Hurts.
He's getting frustrated.
Saved his career.
He's getting frustrated in these press. He's slowly getting more and more frustrated in these press conferences. I want to show you something.
Well, then stop answering the questions. You're 10-4. Act like it, Tone. You know what I mean?
I want to show you something because apparently this thing is slowly but surely. See, Eagles fans, they want to play coy, but this thing is getting
they don't want to see themselves look like the Cowboys.
I get it. I get it. I'm with them.
All right, they don't want to see. Did you see what I said about Jerry? You know what Jerry did after getting killed? Hey, we're all right. We're okay. Even though that's a lie too.
Listen to this.
Order. Connect, compete, accountability. They're not in any order. So accountability, you could, again, when Chris asked me a question, accountability, I didn't say something to Chris that I'm not saying to you right now. Accountability is the main, one of the main core values we have, and we live by those every single day.
Go ahead, Dave, and then Tim.
Hey, Nick, I think you'd probably agree that the standard hasn't been met on either side.
Yeah, I just said that 2 seconds ago. Go ahead.
Sure, I'm just prefacing the question. I think you'd agree with that. So when you look at the differences and the struggles offensively,
He's so
order, connect-
smug. Dude, that guy couldn't coach Lehigh. I don't know why I go. I don't know why I always go to Lehigh, man. I'm sorry. I should go to Temple, but between you and Rob giving me shit about and Angelo for that matter, giving me shit about Temple.
Oh man.
Hey, this guy, man. Come on. I can't even listen to him anymore.
Yo, look, man,
dude, look at you. Are you not embarrassed right now? Do you believe anything out of that guy's face?
No, of course not, man. Like, come on, man. Listen, I hold this team accountable, dog. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those people that's just going to just let somebody just bullshit me, man. Look, he's doing the best he can. He's doing the best. He's trying really hard. You know what I'm saying? But right now, man,
that's awful nice. Give him that pass there a little bit there. Hey, little Nicky Sirianni's giving his best right now.
Oh man, yo, people are hilarious. But no, like, look, man. All jokes aside, this offense is underperforming under your watch. Under your watch, you sit here and say the offense has been the same this year, last year, and the year before. That don't sound good to me. That don't sound good to me. So
Nick is destroying Jalen. He just took accountability for it.
He took accountability.
He took accountability for failure,
basically. And look, listen. I want you to take responsibility for your screw ups
on a Wednesday.
Hey, listen. Wednesday afternoon quarterbacking at its finest. But look, I'm all for someone taking responsibility, but too little, too late, man. Like, what are we doing here?
These have been quite 2 weeks for this guy. Last week, he lied all week long about firing a guy. Now he's saying, I'm the one calling the plays.
Well, he's saying it's his offense. Brian's calling the plays. It's his offense, though. Everything, it all falls on him. So he's taking full responsibility for the regression of Jalen Hurts. He's taking full responsibility for the dysfunctional offense, for the lack of an offensive identity.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Also,
no, he's not.
How do you
taking
process
responsibility for? That he's telling everyone here, this is under my watch. I'm accountable for this. He's responsible for the offense because he's a play caller. Do you understand what he's doing? He's telling you this. Okay, like I make this point all the time about Joe Paterno. Joe Paterno had nothing to do with anything in his organization when it came to Jerry Sandusky. However, it happened in there. He's accountable for it. You're accountable for everything in the organization that's good and bad. Whether you knew it or not, it's your name on the marquee.
Right.
His name's on the marquee. Brian's making all the play calls, but it's my offense. Okay. So you're taking accountability for that. This is your watch and it's not working. Okay. Well, you know what? It's kind of a convoluted answer. I mean, if you're going to take accountability for firing Brian for Sean Desai, don't you take the same accountability for firing a guy who's not getting it done and developing your quarterback? When does that action come?
I hear you. You know, again, right? The thing is, I look at this team and it's so many questions left unanswered still. And, you know, people want you to.
Why are we talking about this instead of the Giants?
And that's the problem. They position themselves in such a way where we're not even talking about football anymore. That's the problem.
That's scary going into a games that you need to win.
People want to ignore what's going on with this team. They want to just focus on the football field, and it's like what's going on with this team is off the field is affecting them on the field. Clearly, it's clear they're not in a good space right now. There's dysfunction with the coaching staff. There's dysfunction with the play calling and game plan. There's dysfunction all over the place, and I don't understand why people don't want to admit that to themselves. They're so ass hurt about their team not living up to their expectations. But what they'd rather do But what they rather do is get mad at
accessibility.
Of course. Well, yeah, not even those guys.
Oh, they'd rather holler at you and me for pointing it out.
Yeah,
instead of
because it hurts. It hurts them, and I understand. I understand.
People see. I love a lot about what you said about Carson Wentz. You're one of the very few media people. You know, Mike Missinelli actually said that he flip-flopped on Wentz. I don't look at it as flip-flopping.
Listen, I roll with Wentz from.
But I don't look at it like that, Tone. You know how I look at it? Again, at the end of the day, Tone, do you really want to act like a guy like Bayless, who to this day still has this stupid-ass take about LeBron James, and you look at him and you're like, this guy's won 3 NBA championships in 3 different cities. He's a finals MVP. He's been to 10 finals. Only the guys with the Celtic teams in the 60s have done that. He's the second to third greatest player in the history of the sport, and you still got a shitty take that he's not clutch. Guy, I'm not going to go down that line. I'm not that guy. That's not me. When he went to Miami, he completely changed the narrative. He won and became a champion. Case closed. It's over. Go on. Now it's about being the greatest scorer of all time. Oh, he's taking more. I don't care. Okay? When players play well, like this, some people in here would rather have you still say this, Tone. Hey, Jalen Hurts is an MVP candidate.
Which is not true.
No, but that doesn't matter.
Of course it doesn't matter. Of course it doesn't matter. They want me jumping out the window and just saying everything they want me to say.
See, now you're getting the haterade stuff, Tone.
I ain't worried about that though, because I'm here and they're there. So I'm not worried about that. You know, most people rock with your boy. I ain't worried about that. It's always the stragglers, right? It's always the stragglers. I ain't tripping.
Why do you think people don't want to hear the truth about the Eagles and how they do business?
Because it's a religion. Imagine someone telling you your God isn't real. It's a religion for us.
Great take.
It's a religion. It's a religion.
It's a great take.
Think about that. Think about how many wars started because of religion.
It's a great take.
So now you compare that to sports.
Or political parties.
Sports are tribal. Politics is tribal.
Yeah, no, right.
Just think about it. Logos, colors,
MAGA,
territory, home field, road games. You know what I mean? Jerseys, gear, memorabilia. It's a religion. It's culture. We eat, sleep, breathe.
It's a great take.
So when someone tells you your God isn't real, you lose your mind. When someone questions your belief or your God or your culture, you come for them. And I understand it. I get it.
Get this. When you point out that your priest, Nick Sirianni, was lying all week to you about what to believe in, people turn around and get mad at me for calling out, or you for calling out the priest because he's giving you false information. It seems to be a big hashtag in today's social media. False or fake news, right?
Hold on, real quick. I got to answer this one question. My man, where is he? My man, Nafis Scott. He says, I just want to know where the cigar and the suits went. Yo, Nafis, I rock with you, man. You've been rocking from the beginning, man. Shout out to Nafis. Hey, listen, man.
Toad's not sure what politician he's voting for now.
Listen. The Eagles haven't earned the suit and the cigar. We're past that point, Nafis. Right now, it's all about track suits. They need to get their ass moving.
Senor, Tone's not wrong when he says bench him, but he also knows in the back of his mind that they're not going to, because of the money. He's not wrong. It's not a wrong take. Look, it's actually a smart take. However, you really want to start playing younger guys in week 16? That's even more of a panic mode.
It's too late for that. They waited too long to play. They waited too long to play the young guys.
You know what they didn't do, Tone? They didn't do enough due diligence and work in the buy. You flip-flop, Tone. Don't come back.
Yo. Oh, my God. I love y'all, man. This is classic.
Tone, you agree? They didn't do enough work in the buy.
I don't think so either. I think they were so concerned about rest that they didn't check enough boxes. I understand rest was important, but I felt like they should have did a good enough job self-scouting. I felt like they just felt like their way of doing things was just going to continue to work. But again, here's the thing. Like I said, when you find out that your team is failing you in ways that they actually can control, again, if the Eagles were going through just pure injuries this season, people feel way better about what's going on. They could say, well, damn, injuries, you can't control that. But because the problems are internal, that stings even more. And the fact of the matter is, I've positioned myself in such a way emotionally where I'm not going to work myself up every week anymore. Now I'm just watching the games, digesting the information. If they win and it looks good, I'm rolling. If they lose and it looks terrible, it's all the same to me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're going to be snowed again.
Well, what do you mean?
Okay, because you're going to be playing dog shit teams. You're going to get rolled back into that muffin again that you just want to take a bite of going, oh, it's all good again. And you're going to.
But that's my point, right? That's my point, though. I don't think it's going to be all good at all. Me and Rob was talking about this earlier, right? We were saying the best that they can hope for over this next 3-game stretch, the best they can hope for is for them to establish some type of rhythm or continuity or consistency. That's the best they can hope for. But as far as gauging you based on who you're playing and how good you are, that's over and done with. Now
okay.
we got to wait until the playoffs to find out how good you really are. But as far as can you get some plays, can you get some confidence back? Can you string some things together? That's the best you can hope for in this 3-game stretch. I don't give a damn if they beat the Giants or the Cardinals. What does that tell me as an Eagles fan? What does that tell me?
Job.
You did your job. You want a kudos
to beat those teams.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not looking at the Eagles as any different team if they beat the Giants, or that's why when people say certain things like when they turn this around, don't come back. It's like, oh, they beat the Giants and the Cardinals. Okay, all right. Talk to me when we get to the playoffs when shit get real.
Kelly Green wants to be patted on the back.
Of course,
doing your job.
Exactly. Exactly. But like I said,
thank you somebody for not robbing a bank with a gun.
Exactly. But guess what? When you tell people or when you question someone's God, you question their Lord.
Or their passion.
You question their passion. They want to attack you personally. But I don't worry about that kind of stuff because it's not real life. So,
the fact that on 35 years of this, because when I do things, this is how I've always done my show. This is how Angelo does his show. You just got to remember, though, that when you do stuff like that, people are going to always make you out to be some sort of hater or bad guy. And I know you don't care, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Just be cognizant of it, that people don't like to be they don't like the truth to be pointed out.
Well, let's ask real quick. Let's just ask, since we're on this topic, right? Since we're here, let's just ask really quickly, live chat, and I want to know your honest opinion. Do you like to be lied to, or do you like the truth being told? Do you like being lied to, or do you like the truth being told? Regardless, just keep it simple.
So if my
do
wife
you prefer lies or do you prefer truth?
So if my wife's cheating on me, I'd rather have her lie to me. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Hey, listen, man. look at LJ. Don't care, just what wins. Oh man. All right, here we go.
Lied to.
Yo, hey, listen, Iceberg, I respect that. Iceberg, Drew, I respect it. I respect it. Gary, I respect it. Y'all being honest, and I'm not going to hate on somebody for being honest. Drew said lied to. Iceberg Slim says lie to me. F that. Gary says lie to me all day. Let me be happy. Listen, I respect it. I respect it, man. I'm not even going to be.
So you respect Nick Sirianni lying all week?
No, I respect people who are honest with themselves. I respect.
I wanted to get that. I wanted to get that separated. So you were cool with the guy, or you're not cool with the guy lying all week, like he's a drunken sailor,
right?
And then today, how about his little shitty attitude too that he started?
I know you're joking. Don't worry about that. I know you're.
Dude, he's so terrible, man.
Oh man, I know you guys are joking. Don't worry.
How about this? Let me ask you this. I want to revisit one thing that I said to you yesterday. So I heard Jody Mack say something and I heard other guys, radio stations bringing it up. Now, they didn't go knee deep into it,
Right.
but they're going after Hurts for his post-game comments
Oh, about the commitment and all that kind of stuff.
about the commitment and such.
Is he wrong?
No,
Truthfully.
I said this yesterday about it. I think he's so uncomfortable calling people out because it's like the first time he's ever done that.
Yeah, first thing.
I have never seen Jalen Hurts in front of a microphone outside of one other time when he was uncomfortable. And that was when he got the money.
Mhm.
And this time is because I think it's not a place that I think it's good for him. And follow me when I say that. I think it's good for him to learn how to be critical, but not. And to learn how to single people out. I think he's going to learn that part of to me, that's a huge growth moment. I'm not killing him. I saw a guy who was very uncomfortable trying to call people out. And I knew he was uncomfortable when he threw the stupid dictionary thing out. I don't have a dictionary with me. And I'm like, okay, he's trying to bail out of this, which he should, because he wasn't making sense. And he wanted to get out of it. And he got out of it. He'll learn.
Here's the
thing.
thing.
I don't have a problem with it. Now, the only issue I would say is I personally think he was talking about the coaches, not the players. I don't think he was talking about I think he was talking about the coaching decision that was made on Desai. I think he's talking about the play calling decisions that are being made on offense, the practice habits or lack thereof, the preparation going into the games and how they may have to listen to 100 million people when it comes to intel. To me, doesn't it make sense also? Kevin Byard comes out a couple days ago and he says, I think it might be better for the players to come up and be part of the game plan and put the information together on that side of the ball, because I think it'd be helpful. Then you have Hurts talking about commitment and preparation. Don't you think, Tone, that these guys are trying to tell you something and sending up tea leaves that these guys aren't really all in with the coaching staff because the coaching staff has too many people meddling with them?
Yeah, I don't, it's so funny you say that, right? When he said what he said in his press conference, remember, he started with himself.
Yeah, no,
not you. I'm not saying you are, but I'm just want to lay it out. Remember, he started with himself, and he made it very clear that he's not playing up to par, and he's letting his team down. He made that very clear, and then he took it a step further and said, "Look, I think there's a level of commitment missing, right?" And to your point, I do believe when I first heard it, I thought to myself, "Who is he talking about on the team?" I couldn't think of anybody. I couldn't think of anybody on the team that he could possibly be talking about. It's too many high character guys in that building for him to be talking.
There's too many
people
who have had too much success.
Exactly. Too many guys have given too much throughout the regular season. Say whatever people want to say about AJ Brown. AJ Brown's committed. I believe that.
He's on pace for 1,700 yards.
Right.
I mean, that's not playing a bad season. Devontae's on pace for 1,200 yards and 90 catches.
Swift is having a career year. The offensive line
having a career year too.
Right.
So I never thought he was talking about commitment from the players.
Exactly. Which, in my opinion, I felt like he was talking about coaches.
He is.
I really felt that way.
That's a shot at the coaches.
And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing that Jalen Hurts is slowly starting to understand, but he's going to have to become more comfortable with it. And I think everybody needs to take a page from this, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people in this chat already experienced this. When you're the leader, you're not going to be able to be liked by everybody. Everybody's not going to like you. When you're the leader, when you're the general, everybody's not going to like you. But you know what they will do? They will respect you. And I think that's what Jalen Hurts is slowly transitioning to. Tom Brady. Just because you play with Tom Brady and y'all won a lot, that don't mean you like them. I'm sure it's a lot of players that didn't like Tom Brady not one freaking bit. But guess what? They trusted him, they respected him, and they knew as long as we got him, we're gonna win the game.
What did Machiavelli say? I'd rather be respected than loved.
Exactly. And that's where Jalen Hurts has to get comfortable in being respected.
I'd rather be feared than loved.
Right. So Jalen Hurts, listen, this is a step in a new direction for his career. This is a step in a new direction for his leadership. And You know, the fact of the matter is, they're going through some trials and tribulations right now that I question are repairable because of the leadership above Jalen Hurts, not Hurts himself. I think Hurts and down, they're going to be fine. But everything above Hurts, I question that tremendously.
Can I ask you this?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I'm Jalen Hurts and Clutch Sports in the offseason, I have Nicole Lynn walk in there, and I have all the higher-ups walk in there with me, and I would demand that you put in around me not just quality players, but quality people that could help the quarterback grow. You can't have that much control over Jalen Hurts' development. Tone, Jalen Hurts is relying. It's like Justin Fields relying on the Bears to develop him. What quarterback has Howie Roseman ever developed?
Not one.
Okay.
Not one.
What makes me think that he'll do this guy right? So wouldn't you be concerned with, if you're like an agent, I might want to get, if you hire another dude or another kid off the street or another intern to come in here and be the offensive coordinator because you want control, I think that's dangerous for Hurts's development and growth. Somebody should have saved Carson Wentz's ass that way. He had Doug. Doug was the only thing in the building, but Doug had his own battles to fight with Howie.
And the thing is, though, here's the difference. Here's the only saving grace I feel like Hurts may have in Philadelphia. Like you say all the time, his mentality, his approach to preparation, his mettle, his strong-minded nature can potentially alter the course of this organization. Wentz wasn't built that way. And I think that difference can make or break what happens next.
It'll be a slow death for Hurts compared to a fast death for Wentz, because Jalen will fight it with his ability and his preparation and his mettle. However, you can't keep fighting it when you have incompetent. Like you, Tone, how many days are you going to continue to go on with Rob and say, same talent, what's wrong? Same talent, what's wrong? Brian Johnson. Really? When you got a head coach coming out going, this is my call. Wait a minute. You're trying to tell me this is your offense when last week we all know that you didn't fire Desai, but this is your offense. It's such, hey, wait, the offense is his, but he made the call on firing Desai. Don't believe anybody that believes that is so full of shit.
Yeah. Don't forget they play the Giants this week.
Hey, thank God they played Cutlets.
Forgot it was a game. Completely forgot. You know,
they played Johnny. Forget about it. That's who they got playing this week.
Did you see that kid? Did you see that kid's agent again with the green suit?
I did, man.
Oh my God,
I did. He looked like it. That guy looked like a guinea out of Bensonhurst. Holy cow, man! That guy's down at the Bergen North and Fish Club.
Yeah,
and he's getting coffee for a couple of the dudes that I know with funny noses.
Oh my God!
You see that jacket on that guy?
That shit was ugly. That jacket was.
He's wearing a fedora.
He looks like he sells fake gold watches in alleyways, man. He just looks.
Yeah, that's right. It just fell off the back of the truck. It says Olex. It's not really Rolex. It's Olex.
He's the kind of guy you see in the dirty diner, and he says, "Listen, you know what's better than $100? $200."
Hey, I'll bet you anything. The Giants went, Mr. Forget About It, and said, "Listen, you need to do that for free, okay? You need to do that for free because you know what? You need to make that right. Because let me tell you something here, Mr. 15 minutes. If you want it to last 30 minutes, you need to correct that."
Right.
That's why you went in there, grabbed the 5 pies like I told you would.
First of all, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. Like, you missed out on 10 G's.
Oh, I know. I heard you say.
He's an idiot.
At the end of the day, he did miss out
At the end of the day, you went there because you wanted to clean up the whole PR situation. Remember, but I'll tell you, PR means more to people than what?
Oh,
money.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He went there. He missed out on 10 G's, right? Because he wanted 20 G's. And you know what he did instead? He ended up showing his face there anyway for no money because of what? Public perception.
You know what, Tone? What's crazy here? You've almost been on an hour and I haven't asked you. You think they beat the Giants?
What's today? Wednesday? Call me on Friday.
Do you think they beat the Giants?
No, I think they do. I think they do.
Is Waller active?
Is he ever? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. But I do think the Eagles beat the Giants. I had the
Drew Lock just beat you.
Say it again.
Drew Lock just beat you.
What's your problem? What's your problem with me? What's your problem with me? I come on every day. I produce the show. You know what I mean? Like, what's your problem with me? What more do you want from me? Listen, they're going to beat the Giants. I have the utmost faith in Jalen Hurts till the wheels fall off. I'm rocking with Jay Hurts. I'm rocking with Jalen Alexander Hurts until the wheels fall off.
Right now, right?
Listen, we blood brothers. It's written in stone. It's written in blood. I'm rocking with Jalen Hurts until the wheels fall off. I mean that. I don't care what anybody say.
You ever see Goodfellas?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so when they took Tommy in the room, he thought he was being made.
Listen.
Hey, Tone. Hey, come with me, man. You're gonna be made.
Listen. It's written in stone.
Oh no!
It's written in stone, man.
Wait a minute now. Before you go to timeout,
I'm
gonna give you one more chance. With all you Carson Wentz guys,
Yep.
I'm gonna give you one more chance.
Oh man.
Are you do the Eagles have buyer's remorse with Jalen Hurts? Did they overvalue him? Do you think they made a mistake in extending him?
Nope, and nope. I think they got buyer's remorse
Okay.
with Nick Sirianni. But again, I'm rocking with Jalen Hurts until the wheels fall off. I roll with Carson. Listen, I used to defend Carson Wentz since I was I'm black, so probably purple in the face. So like,
so when you shoot him in the back of the head,
when did I throw Carson Wentz overboard? I threw him overboard when I found out. Actually,
Seattle.
Yeah, I threw him overboard in Seattle. I threw him overboard when he went out with that concussion.
You grabbed the cannolis after Seattle.
Man, I took everything home. Me and my dad were sitting there watching the game. The game had just started. You know what I mean? People were still coming in. They was like, "Oh, I'm a little late. What happened?" And we like,
Tone's watching Carson Wentz against Seattle. Dad, leave the gun. Grab the cannolis. Let's go.
Listen, we out. So again, that's when I gave up on Carson Wentz. I was done with him then, right? And then the 4-11-1 season came. But
I think that's when the Eagles gave up on him too.
Listen, I'm rocking with Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts I trust. And Jalen Hurts I trust, man. He can be our salvation. He can be our Jesus. And I'm a disciple. You feel me? Like
Martin Luther Hurts.
I'm rocking, man. Regardless of what's going on with Nick Sirianni and those knuckleheads up top, I'm rocking with Jalen Hurts, and I mean that.
I'm going to say this before we go.
Yep.
There's only one way to fix the defense.
Oh, man.
Four 10-play drives like last year in these games. If you do that, you'll save your defense a lot of pain.
Yes.
If they can do that.
And they were on pace to do that in Seattle, but they pulled the ripcord.
They moved off it, man. They did. Tone. I got no problem with you, man. I'm just asking you a couple questions.
But listen, sometimes it feels personal. Sometimes it feels like you're trying to, you know what I mean? Just
What's
you're
your
trying to
problem with me? I got no problem, man. I'm just asking you a question here.
Hey, they don't just sound like questions. You know what I mean? Listen, I tell people all the time, once you become an Eagles fan, hey, listen, now you just can't leave. You cover the Eagles now. Now you can't leave. Okay? So, I want you to be honest, but sprinkle a little lies in there, okay? Be honest, but sprinkle a little bit of, some sugar in there, all right?
Hey, man,
don't keep throwing salt, okay?
No, man. I mean, Drew Lock, man. That's all I'll say. Drew
Oh
Lock.
man.
Tom, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man.
Oh man, Sales is always fun, man. I'll talk to you soon.
You got it. That is our dear friend, Tone. We'll talk to Farzetta here coming up here in a second. Don't forget, too, holiday time for Hooters. Santa Bucks, $5. Stocking stuffers, man. You got the calendar out, too. $100 in coupons are inside the calendar. All you have to do is go to HootersToGo.com. You go to the app. You can get the food. You can order all the food you want. You don't have to go into the location. Bring it back home. Wing Wednesdays, 1983, the year the place was founded. All you can eat. Kids eat for free on Saturdays. NortheastTutors.com. NortheastTutors.com. Mark Farzetta will be next with us. Keep it here on the National Football Show.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near. Shop, have a beer. Christmas shopping shouldn't be hard. Give your friends a Hooters gift card.
This year, stuff their stockings and yours too with a one-size-fits-all gift card. Buy a $25 Hooters gift card and receive a $5 Santa's bonus card. Make it Hooters for the holidays.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near. Gift cards are here. Good at Hooters everywhere now. Hooters gifts are always favored.